Alright, so I'm back, and today we're going to take a look at the Transformers. What line was this? I don't know. I know it was from Revenge of the Fallen. They're Lugnut. And it definitely seems like, I think I'm remembering why I stopped using the white backgrounds, because it seems like it's absorbing all the light and not letting the true color of the figure come out, even though I've got lights pointed directly at him. But anyway, let's get to him. So this is one of our How Are They Holding Up series, just in case you're wondering. That's why we're not transforming it. But yeah, looks great. I've always liked this figure. I had this one. I had the Takara version. I sold them both. Just because it's just like, collection-wise, I just don't know where I would put it. This is from Chris, so shout out to him. He did get it autographed by the designer, so that's pretty cool. And yeah, let's take a look at this guy. So his head is on... I can't tell. I think it's a ball joint. Because it gets a little up, a little down, left and right. Mouth does open and close, which is pretty cool. It is light piping, so that's... it's fine for its time. Does this say when it came out? No. I don't know when it came out. It's years old. Let's see here. So, shoulders rotate here. His articulation of his arm is wonky. It works for the most part, but it's just not something I expect. So it rotates on this piece here, as opposed to like the whole thing moving. So you get out to there. He's got a hinge here, so you get that forward motion. So the arm does move forward and back, and then it rotates. So you get essentially all the same mobility as a regular arm. It's just really weird. Then he's got an elbow joint here. The fingers have a hinge here for like the top part of the fingers, and then they're each individually articulated at the tips, and then the thumb does hinge in and out. He does have a waist swivel, no ab crunch, which, I mean, given its time, it's understandable, but the way it's designed, I don't see why they couldn't have gotten one in there. Up to there, back to there, out to the side, thigh swivel, bends at the knee, and then there's an additional hinge in there, essentially giving you a double hinged knee. Now, I have seen people have it like this, the knee anyway, or you can actually collapse this in. Like that, if you want a shorter version and a kind of a cleaner knee. But it will limit your articulation in the knee. Well, not too bad. Yeah, still pretty good hinge at the knee. So it kind of depends on how you want it to look. So, shorter or taller. I prefer the taller look myself. And then the feet, you get the tilt up and down. There is a rocker, toe tilt, heel tilt. And then he does have a gimmick where if you press this purple button here, the fist comes out a little bit to symbolize or show off his punch of death, or what is it? Punch of kill everything, or poke. But yeah, he was one of those characters from the animated show that were just kind of big and goofy, but also kind of cool, and got brought into other lines. So I do want to see a G1 style version of this character. I think that would be pretty cool. And here he is with the modern day Voyager. And he was a Voyager at his time as well, so he has got a lot more bulk than the Starscream does. Even taking in like the cape and stuff from the Starscream, because he's a leader class actually, but the base of the figure is Voyager. But this guy has got a lot more mass to him, and he turns into one of those old school bombers. So yeah. How well is he holding up? Well, it's a bit of a double-edged sword here. Overall, the figure is great. I think he's doing a really good job of holding up. However, the issue is like, where would you put him? He doesn't quite look right for a modern Chug collection. So you'd really want to put him into a modern movie collection, but in that collection he's going to be an oddball out because he was never in the movies. So you're kind of in this weird bubble of, I don't know where you'd want to put him. But if you do find a place for him, I would say I'd say 9 out of 10. The only thing that doesn't really hold up is the light piping, but I think they're still doing some light piping here and there, so it's not that bad. And I never liked the cockpit here. Where it sits is fine, but the fact that it's softer plastic is just weird. It's just awkward. But anyway, yeah, if you could find a home for him in a modern collection, then yeah, I would definitely recommend picking him up. He's a pretty good figure. There were a lot of figures in this line that came out around that time that they were pretty great, and he is one of them. I think the bludgeon is also pretty awesome, especially if you get that upgrade kit with the solid swords instead of the rubbery swords. But yeah, all in all, I think he's a solid figure. I would highly recommend this guy. A little bit biased because I do like the character a lot. But yeah, I do recommend him.